This one is a doozy, everybody. Get your popcorn. Go prepare your coffee. Get in that kitchen, get them eggs out. Get that bread so you can make that toast. Cause this one's a doozy. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Count your blessings, dude. If if you just have a nucleus of a family, mother, father, you know, grandmother, granddaddy, aunt, just any type of siblings with any type of love, man, you should almost bow to their feet and kiss their feet. Cause man, it's some evil out there, man. It's some vile, vile individuals. Man, some that spirit of gotta have it is a mean one, boy. It's a mean one. So let me go ahead and right here, boy. Hey, boy, this phone of mine, boy, I'm about to kill it. I'm about to kill it. But let me go ahead and before we air fry, let me do here this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So let's get prepared to air fry, y'all. It's a doozy now. And this is concerning a mother that had habits, life hit them, and other than that, that beast got in them. That spirit got in them. That demon got in them. And they did some malicious things, not physically, but just the being of that type of individual. You could say it's physical. Oh man, it's horrible. Let the video speak for itself. Oh yeah, subscribe to Mando channel. This is where I got this from, man. This woke me up out of my sleep. You hear me? This woke me up because this was a Mickey Ficky.
All right, this is the matter of Bertha Hill, DOC number 380488. Ms. Hill's date of birth is July 17th of 1967. She's classified as a first felony offender. She has an adjusted good time date of October the 2nd of 2026, full term date of June the 10th of 2036. She is currently serving a 20-year sentence on the charge of forcible rape. Ms. Hill, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hill, your case was assigned to me, so I'm going to begin the interview process. I'm going to read a little information into the record. Ms. Hill, by my calculations, you're 56 years old. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You've been in prison approximately 40 years. Is that right? Or how many years?
40.
40 years. Okay. You've been in prison. You're serving 40 years. You've been in prison about 27 years. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're classified as a low risk. You've got high needs, substance abuse, mental health, and you have some significant medical issues. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, we have read the facts of the case. The facts of your case are pretty significant. It's my understanding you were a drug addict. You are a drug addict, and at the time were addicted to cocaine and other substances. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that led you to selling, for lack of a better term, your 8-year-old daughter to a drug dealer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You've taken a number of programs, I see, while you've been in there. You have a mental health level of a 3, which is a severe mental health illness. You've been evaluated by a disciplinary team. Doctor, perhaps you could give us some insight. We have seen both videos, video that you gave us, as well as video of the ability of Ms. Hill. Bring us up to date, if you would, for the record, on her medical issues.
Yes, sir. Medically, she was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer, rectal cancer. She has a very large rectal mass that has invaded through the rectal wall. She does have metastases that are located both in the lymph nodes and possibly also some areas in her lung. She is currently undergoing chemotherapy every 3 weeks. Right now, she is following up with colorectal surgery, also as well as with oncology, and hopefully soon they will be starting radiation oncology as well to try to help save her life. It is a pretty significant, life-threatening cancer that she has right now. She also underwent a diverting colostomy in order to prevent obstruction. Several weeks ago, she was healed well from that and doing well with a colostomy in place, but she's still pretty sick and still with quite a fight ahead.
What about her mobility, ability to get around? And
she's able to walk and able to take care of herself somewhat, does need assistance. The biggest issue for her mobility is hurt, significant pain. With the mass as big as hers is, trying to move around causes issues. So she is more bedbound than not.
Is there a prognosis that you might be able to share with us in terms of where she'll be in the near future?
You're saying physically wise, or?
Yes. Physically wise first, and anything else you can share with us.
Okay. Life expectancy, it's definitely hard to put an exact date or anything on it. I can tell you without the treatment, months maybe. With the treatment, we may extend it. Okay.
What would be your recommendation as to where she would go if this board were to give her the medical parole?
If she is granted parole, we do have it set up for her to go to a nursing home, the Villa, in Baton Rouge, Jackson, Louisiana, which would also help provide care for her, as well as get her to her appointments and everything that she would need.
One of the things I believe that I would be remiss in not asking is, obviously she was a drug addict. Is this medication that she's taking, are there precautions to make sure that she doesn't get back on drugs, etc.? I mean, if she's at the Villa, can we be fairly confident that she's unlikely to be able to get any illicit drugs?
I mean, I believe so. You know, most of healthcare facilities, much like we're treated, you know, here as well, is that yes, we're.
What about her mental ability? Do you have any information for us on her mental health? I see that she's at a mental health level 3, which is a severe mental illness. Can you share any information with us about that?
I mean, as long as she's been here, she has been taking her medications and has been very stable. And as long as we continue the medications, yes, I feel like it'll be the same. She'll continue.
And I've read the letters and the recommendations, and it's likewise your recommendation that she be treated at the Villa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That we could
Board,
share.
any comments, any additional information you'd like to give us?
No, I mean, I can just add, she recently transferred, obviously, to us from another institution in February. So she has been living in our infirmary care because she did transfer, obviously, due to these medical issues. And we started treatment with her. We have been in contact with Villa, so they are aware of, the care that she'll need. And just due to her charge, they're also, they've been informed of that as well, and they don't have any issues from that.
Any questions? Ms. Hill, is there anything you'd like to say before the board votes?
No, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Hill. I'll vote first. Considering the offense that you committed and the basis, or I guess the reason, what was going on in your life back 27 years ago, the length of time that you've served in custody, your institutional contact, it doesn't appear from all of the records that you are at risk to yourself or anyone else. In a medical assessment of your condition has been verified by all of our disciplinary medical staff, suggesting that we grant a medical parole. It would be my vote to grant a medical parole to the Villa, recommended by the medical staff and the disciplinary staff there. So that would be mine. Ms. Jackson. I'm sorry, I think we do have a speaker. Ms. Rhonda Hill, I'm sorry. Would you like to say anything?
Yes, I would. I am the oldest of my mom's three daughters. My first visit seeing her physically was this March. It was my first time in 36 years, since I was 6 years old. I am in support of her getting the medical parole to the Villa. I have been out to visit the Villa. I have been in constant contact with the coordinator at that facility. And I am just, willing to support my mom in any area. I have been flying in and out of Texas to Baton Rouge,
Now, I let all that play. You hear her daughter, right? But this woman, she's helping out, which is her mother. Lord, that dope. And what she did was, man, she sold her daughter for $10. And the dude that wanted to have sex with the mama, he didn't like her older. So she said, you can have my daughter, and let her daughter perform and finished out the act of sex. Now y'all put that in context right there, man. It's crazy. I gotta let that, man. Ain't that wild? And her daughter's still yearning to help her mom out. That's love. But man, could you imagine doing some old malicious stuff like that?
So me and my family collectively, we are in support of her. Anything that she should need. I am a registered nurse. The medical history, is just really hard, right now. I have custody of the victim's 3 children, which is my middle sister, so it's just a lot. But as the oldest, I am willing to give her all of the support that she would need in order to be a productive citizen in society. She has taken full responsibility and accountability, because that's very important to me, to the charges that she was charged with in her past, and so I'm looking forward to helping her, continue her 12 steps, continue her program. And so that's all that I ask, if the board would really consider granting her a medical release to the facility.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hill. She's very lucky to have you. Thank you for your discussion here with us, and thank you for your support of your mother. My vote, I will continue with my vote and to grant the medical parole. Ms. Jackson?
My vote is the same, Ms. Hill, due to your medical issues and the fact that the victim in this case is in favor of your being granted relief. But obviously, she's had some issues as a result of what's happened to her in her life, which is why your other daughter has to take care of the 3 children, which is very unfortunate. But in light of your medical circumstances and the victim not being opposed, my vote would be to grant. To the bill.
Sorry. Ms. Wise?
Yes, Ms. Hill, I'm just grateful that you had the support that you have for your family. You do have a letter of recommendation from one of the officers in the file. That was very good to see. You completed substance abuse and sex offender treatment while you did LTCW. So, you have that information. You know what you have to do. Best wishes to you. My vote is to grant as well, conditionally to a nursing home.
Thank you very much. Ms. Hill, you received 3 votes to grant your medical parole to the facility at the Villa. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't she?
Now my man finna break down what
Yep.
happened.
You heard it right. She sold her 8-year-old daughter to her dealer for $10. A mother sold their 8-year-old daughter to their dealer for $10. It's here in the court transcript. In the Bossier City Motel, January 13th, 1996, the defendant agreed to have sex with Michael Caine for the price of $10. When the highly intoxicated defendant's body odor proved too overwhelming for Caine, she indicated that he could have relations with her daughter instead. So he smelled bad. So instead of her doing it, she had her kid do it. 8 years old. Monsters do exist, and we just saw one. But karma also exists, and we just saw that.
Yep.
After Hale instructed the girl to have sex with Caine and exited the room, he engaged in sexual intercourse with the 8-year-old child.
That's a sick motherfucker, boy.
They ended up reducing the charges to give her a deal of 40 years, with 20 years to be served without benefit of probation. Look,
It's hard hit, ain't it, ladies and gentlemen? Told you get the stuff ready, man, because there's going to be one. There's going to be one, man. And, the daughter end up getting an education, helping her out. That's love, boy. That's love. Some people can relate to that love. You're going to love your people unconditional, but, boy, that's a motherfucker, ain't it? That's a motherfucker. But this your boy Moose. Do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.